Hello, everyone, and welcome to your 11th week of distance learning. We're going to continue working on our narrative writing for the next couple of weeks until we reach the end of the academic year. This week, our structure is going to be similar to what we were working on last week and the week before. We are going to be looking at an essential question, the learning objective as always, and you will be expected to write this down into your interactive notebook. Once you are finished with the lesson, the expected procedure is for you to take a picture of what you've written down in your interactive notebook and upload it to the correct folder on Google Drive. Our essential question today is, how does sensory language impact a text? And our learning objective is to practice using sensory language. Now, what is sensory language? Can you remember when we looked at our three main focuses last week, mood, tone, and sensory language? Can you remember what sensory language actually means? Have a look at the first word, sensory. That might help you. So you may have remembered that sensory language is when you use words that emphasize the five senses. So things like taste, touch, sight, sound, and smell. So, as you can see, we have already focused on 7 elements of narrative writing, along with the additional 3 elements of mood, tone, and sensory language. Like I said, we are going to be focusing on sensory language today. In your interactive notebook, you should make note of these senses in the notes/activity section: touch, taste, sound, smell, and sight. Sensory language takes into consideration the 5 senses, which increase the depth of writing. Please write down that definition into your interactive notebooks also. Try and think of an adjective you might be able to use to describe each of these. Remember, an adjective is a word that describes a noun. If you wanted to talk about touch, think about what something might feel like. It might be soft, it might be wet, it might be rough, it might be cold, it might be warm. That is touch, the sensation of touch. The next one then is taste. Think of something that you could describe the taste of. First one that comes to my mind is definitely delicious. Sweet, sour, salty. That is the taste. Next then, you have sound. So what does it sound like? Loud, quiet, peaceful, annoying, screeching, crackling, crunchy. Okay, so those are sound, and sometimes the adjectives you use can be used for many of the senses. Smell then, it might be smelly, sweet, again similar to taste. Smell might be something that is positive or negative. Sight then again is looking at what do you see. So colorful, bright, dark, all the different colors you could list. Tall, small, round. Okay, so lots of different things that you could use there. So for task 2 today, you are going to be working off the examples of sensory words. So you have touch, hearing or sound, sight, taste, and smell. There you can see in front of you a number of different examples that you could use when you're describing something. You've got bumpy, rough for hearing, thundering, thumping, sight, misty, shiny, bright, smudged, taste, salty, tangy, spicy, fruity, smell, rotten, perfumed, stale, fresh, smoky. So what you need to do now is you need to come up with 5 different words that you could use for touch, taste, sound, smell, and sight. So 5 words for touch, 5 words for taste, 5 words for sound, 5 words for smell, and 5 words for sight. What you need to do is you need to draw a table like this in your interactive notebook. If you feel like you don't have enough space, feel free to go to the next page. Make sure that you write in 5 words for each sense. And that is your task for today. Once you've completed this, please take a picture and upload it into your correct folder on Google Drive. The folder you should be uploading this into is task 2 should always go into assignment. Task 1, when you write your notes into your interactive notebook, go into your INB folder.